Hello everyone. Hi, my name is Corneilus Mozee, and today I will be bringing you our midweek meditation. And as I was contemplating on what to talk about, attitude came up. And the reason that I picked attitude is because of all the things that are going on, all the issues that are taking place in our nation right now. Your attitude is really going to dictate how you handle all of these different situations. So I wanted to share a couple of attitude quotes that gets me through those tough days. So the first attitude quote is, develop an attitude that simply cannot be beaten. That you are an overpowering force. You may be surprised how positive thinking impacts your performance. The second quote is, each day is a special gift from God. And while life may not always be fair, you must not allow the pains and the hurdles and the handicaps of the moment to poison your attitude and your plans for your future or your career. And the third one is, an attitude of gratitude shows a lot about the character of a person. It keeps God first, knowing that He is the source of every blessing that we receive. So today, church, our midweek meditation is going to come from the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter and the 3rd and 4th verse. How many of you know that attitude is everything? Your attitude shows the world the kind of person that you are, how you handle situations, and how you handle people. Your attitude could also affect your health. It could cause you to be sick, church. It could cause you to have mind and body to hurt, as well as your mind can heal. So let's talk about the Beatitudes in the Bible. Church, we need not to only know what the Beatitudes are, but be doers of those attitudes as well. For the next 4 weeks, let's get rid of all of those bad attitudes that we have and take up the Beatitudes and see how life changes in your life. How many of you know that attitude, or the attitudes that we have, are the attitudes that we become? So the first beatitude that I want to talk about is, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. In church, when the Bible says the poor and the needy, the ones who need or depend solely on God, church, those are the type of people that God truly bless. And church, did you know that there are two types of people in the world? The ones who don't think they need God, and the ones like me that knows that God is everything for me. And I need to have God in my life on every situation. I need God and to make a step for me every time I take a step. I need God in my life to make decisions for me. I need God in my life to help me become a great father. I need God in my life, church, to help me be a great husband. And then there are those who don't need God or don't think that they need God for anything. Then they wonder why, church, their life is like a roller coaster. It's just going up and down. And sometimes why things always go wrong in their lives. It's because they did not ask God, or they did not depend on God to give them the direction that they needed to go. And church, do you want to be living a blessed life? And what I mean by that, church, is when God shows up and shows out in your life and does something miraculously that you know that only God could have done that. When He's opened up those doors for you that you know that was closed. When He put food on your table, church, when you knew that your bank account was just low and you didn't know where your meal was going to come from. When the doctor had given up on you, church, and then all of a sudden he comes back in with a report, all clear. It's nothing but the blessings of God. So I like living a blessed life, church. And that's what God is talking about when He's talking about the kingdom of heaven that He wants all of us to have. The second beatitude that I want to talk about is, blessed are the mourning, for they will be comforted. Those who are grief and pain, The ones who have lost a loved ones, church, the Bible tells us that they will be comforted. Grief is the state of being sad. The loss of a loved one could cause us to be grief. The loss of a job, a broken marriage, not being able to go out and do the things that we normally would do with our family and our friends because of this pandemic that are going on. That's the type of grief, church. God sees all of our pains and our sufferings. In church, that it is okay for us to cry when we are in grief. So church, I ask that we help our neighbors, we help our friends, we help our co-workers when we see that they are sad or in a very bad mood. And a third beatitude that I want to talk about today is, blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. And in this verse, God is talking about humility. A true sense of who we are, church. God has no room in his kingdom for egos. Meek in the Greek term means gentle or soft. Meek also is defined as righteous, humble, teachable, and patient. Are we teachable and are we patient at this time, church? Church, God never said that his children would not go through tough situations, but God did promise us that he would never leave us, nor will he forsake us. And that if we believe in him, that he will fight all of our battles for us. So I said in the beginning, the attitude that we have are the attitudes that we become. Church, may God bless you. May he keep you until we meet again. You have a good night. We love you, and amen.